Hey, welcome to Flying Wheels. You'll see the wreath behind me, meaning it is just about Christmas time. It is not boat season, but I'm still doing boat videos. Why, Craig? Because the boat saga is officially over. It's done. And the question is, not who did it go to, but did we make any money, or did it actually cost us money to buy a disaster boat during COVID, pay $9,000 to put an engine in it, pay $6,000 to fix the hull, use it for 4 summers, and then sell it? Did we make a profit, or did it cost us an entire fortune? Today's video, bust out another 1,000. I promise you this is the last boat video you'll see of that car, but I'm just curious to see how we did, and you're gonna find out alongside with me. My name is Craig from Flying Wheels. Let's get going. So hey there, welcome to New Hampshire. It is getting cold and it is almost winter and it is almost Christmas, and I'm still talking about boats. I already said that in the intro. I'm not going to get into that again. But in 2020, like peak COVID, I'm scanning through my dealer-only auction app. I'm fairly new to it, ACV Auctions. I love it. I bought that car right there on ACV Auctions and a bunch of other cars. Well, in 2020, I'm scrolling through, and I remember specifically, I was at the gas station pumping gas, flipping through. I'm like, hey, that seems like a cheap boat. Here it is right here. Now, it started at like 15, and then it went up to 16,000, then it went to 17,000, 18,000, 20, 21, 22, 23. I paid 23,000 and change for a 2013 boat, meaning it was only 7 years old at the time. That is an absolute steal for what was a $100,000 boat. I was told it was green light. Green light meaning it runs. Flew down to Florida with my wife during COVID, like quarantine. We paid $17 each for a JetBlue flight, got down to Florida, got to the dealer that was selling the boat that told us it runs, found out it doesn't run. Also found out it was on the wrong trailer. Then we rented a car with a tow package, and the trailer was so wrong that the boat started like flapping up and down almost instantly on the highway. It was like crazy scary for both my wife and I. Then we ended up getting 2 blowouts in the Bronx, New York. We found out that the engine was blown. We put a brand new engine in it from the dealer at Four Winds, and then we also found out that the hull was cracked and like bondoed over. I tried to fix it myself, I couldn't, and then I spent $6,200 to fix the hull. So all in all, we cleaned the entire boat. I redid some of the upholstery, I did some of the carpeting over again, and I really went through this boat. So when we sold it, it was awesome. The boat was awesome. We bought a new boat. That was last video. Now I want to know, did we actually make any money? Because we sold it for $35,000. So add the engine, add the hull, add for what I paid for the boat. I don't know if I made money or if I lost money. And I'm also going to tell you how much we made in these YouTube videos too. So like we made so many boat videos. How much did YouTube pay us? So was it a bust or was it a win? Let's go to my office and find out. All right, so if you know and have already seen the videos, I bought a brand new boat thanks to Rock and Kim Boat, which is right up the road from me. They gave me an offer I could not refuse on a brand new boat. It is amazing. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to make any videos with it because it's just a new boat. Big whoop, right? It's more fun watching me sink than it is watching me have a success. You guys like to watch the failures. All right, let's go to the bill of sale. Now, before I get into it, I forgot that I actually bought a brand new trailer for the boat as well from the dealer. So I'm pretty heavily invested in this thing. Let's check out the bill of sale. All right, here it is right here. You can see I sold it October 10th for $35,000 for the boat and the trailer. Now, before I dive into what I sold it for, let's go through the ACV auction app, and I'm gonna show you, because I can go all the way back to when I bought it. I think I bought it in April 2020. So I'm going to go through the auction and show you like how the auction worked and how much we paid for this boat right now. Go to my ACV app right here. I can click on one, and I'm gonna have to scroll way down to when I bought that. You can see all the cars. There's my Audi right there that has depreciated tremendously. My S6, my Hummers, the Prelude, the Skyline, the CTSV. Let's see, where is this boat though? Okay, here's the boat. 2013 Four Winds SL242. I paid $23,450 April 18th, 2020. Remember, it was peak COVID. Now let's go to the details. Now if I scroll down, you'll see that it's green light. It has been inspected. It was a live appraisal, meaning someone went on site, they looked at it, they appraised it for me. It was in West Palm Beach, Florida. SL242 2013. I bought it April 18th, 2020. Now they also showed me lots of photos of the boat. It never said that it doesn't run, so I made the assumption that it runs because it was sold green light meaning it runs. Now I flew all the way down to Florida to pick it up with my wife. It did not run, it did not start, and it wasn't just because the batteries were dead, it ended up needing an engine. So when I arbitrated it with ACV auctions, meaning arbitration meaning I called the auction and said, hey, it isn't what you said it was, they gave me $5,000 back. Well, as you can see, I paid $23,450, but the problem was I bought it being told that it ran and it didn't run. So what happened was I actually had the opportunity to send it back. I could have kicked it right back, but I shipped it myself, towed it myself. I would have lost all the expenses to get it here, and I would have had to pay to ship it back to West Palm Beach, Florida. And to be honest with you, at the time, I thought it was still worth doing an engine because the boat's like a $40,000 to $45,000 boat. I mean, clearly we sold it for $35,000. 4 summers later. Now, when I called ACV Auctions and told them what happened, they gave it the green light. So what happens when you arbitrate something and you're correct, or they rule in your favor, they asked what I wanted to do. Do you want to kick it back? And I said, no, you know what? How about if like the seller or whoever, I think ACV actually did it, gives me like $5,000 towards the engine. It's a $10,000 engine. If they cover half, I'll cover half. So they gave me $5,000. So I originally paid $23,450. I had about $1,500 in tow fees. So put me at $25,000 even out the door. They took off $5,000. So I own this boat for $20,000 to get it to my door at that point. Well, now let's dig into some of the repairs. So I have a repair order to repower the boat of $6,774. I also had another $4,000 in miscellaneous repairs. So I'm into the engine for about $10,000. So 20 plus the 10 in the new engine, I'm into a probably $40,000 plus boat for now $30,000. So the deal isn't as sweet as I was hoping, but at least I have a brand new engine that has literally never let me down since the day Melvin Village Marina put it in. Here's a little side note though. When I was going through the arbitration process, I had the opportunity to just like sell it. Just like get rid of it, they'll take it back, they'll give me all my money back. And I said, yeah, let's see what happens. So we ran it through ACV and it sold for $12,600 that time around. So like a significantly huge difference. And at that point, I'm like, man, you know what? No, I'll keep it. You can't sell it for $12,600 because I would have eaten a loss and it was worth me putting the money in at that point. And here you can see like the second time around when it was run red light, not running, needing an engine, it sold for $12,600. Now here's some more miscellaneous items for about $100. Here's another bill for when I try to do the fiberglass repair myself for $162. I had to register it every year. I had to insure it every year. I'm not going to take that stuff into consideration because that's just the cost of use. Now I told you I bought another trailer. There was the original trailer that was absolutely terrible, and then I bought a brand new 2019 Four Winds trailer that was appropriate for that boat, which is right here. Now that trailer was purchased with a brand new Four Winds boat from Melvin Village Marina, but it was never used because the owner had a dock. So Melvin Village Marina would drop the boat in the water, bring it to their dock, and then bring it back to winterize it, store it, bring it back to them. So the trailer literally never get used. I paid $2,500 for the trailer. So I was at $30,200. I paid $2,500 for a trailer, but I sold the old trailer to somebody for $500. So $2,000 is what it ended up costing me for a brand new trailer. So now I'm at $32,200. And I found out that the boat sinks. It does not float. I tried to repair it myself. I could not. I paid $6,200 to have the hull fixed. Like they went inside from the ski locker, they cut it all out, and they just went above and beyond what I would have ever even asked them to do. And they got all the specs from the Melvin Village Four Winds Marina, and they did it just really, really well. Then applied new hull paint, gel coat, everything. It was awesome. Now it was so expensive that I had to go through insurance for it. So I called my agent to see if I could claim it. He said yes. So they paid $6,000 of the $6,200. So it only cost me $200 to have the hull fixed. Actually, I paid for it and then they reimbursed me. But yeah, it cost me $200 to have the whole hull fixed. So now you can see how the boat has been adding up because $25,000, then plus the shipping, plus a trailer, plus the repair, plus the engines. But again, the auction gave me $5,000 back. I got $500 for the old trailer. Insurance paid $6,000 for the hull. So as time went on and I had another incident, a lot of things were working out in my favor, like the insurance covering it. So it was a no-brainer to have things done. And then when I went to sell it, which is the end of this video, everything's due. Brand new engine with receipts, brand new hull with receipts, a brand new trailer with receipts. So yeah, on YouTube, the boat looks like an absolute disaster, but on paper, I have a folder this thick of everything new. Like the first person that looked at it bought it, which is amazing. So all in all, cash out of pocket, I owned that boat for $32,200. I sold it for $35,000. So I used it for 4 summers made a ton of videos on it, which I'm going to talk about next, and I still made roughly, what's that, $2,800 in profit, but after all my hard work. Like, it was a lot of work. And had I had to pay out of pocket for a lot of the repairs, half the engine that was covered or the hull, I would be in the hole. So it would have been a complete loss. So I did get bailed out a couple times. Now let's go to YouTube. How did we do on the YouTube videos? Because we made a ton of them. And honestly, some of those videos, like the first few, are what started my channel and got some of you guys watching my entire channel. And they paid pretty well. I'm going to see how much we made on YouTube right now with you. All right, so we're going to go through our videos to see how much we made on these boat videos. So if I go to my playlists, I can scroll down to my boat. Let's see here. $100,000 boat fail. 17 videos. Wow. So we're going to click on videos. Let's start with video number 1 was aired June 5th, 2020. So I've had that boat for over 3 years. So we're going to start with this boat right here. We're going to go to analytics. Now look how long my hair was. This video had 276,000 views and we earned $1,364.71. 1,364.71. Now that's actually low because I should receive between 7 and 10 cents per view normally. So that should be like a $2,700 video and we only received 1,300. Let's go back. All right, so video number 2, analytics, 723. Video number 3, whoa. Okay, so video number 3, worst decision ever, was it sunk? 641,000 views and we received 4626.71. Wow, that might be the highest earner on the videos. Jeez. All right, that was video number 3. Let's go to video number 4. I bought a new toy. Nope, that has nothing to do with the boat. Discount boat mistake, that has 176,000 views and we received 897.72. COVID. This was all during COVID. Free boat, nope, that has nothing to do with this video. So I bought a boat that sank. Let's see, 181,000 views. Analytics, 1,110.56. We received $1,110.56 on that video. All right, that was it sunk? This is you get what you pay for. 70,000 views. We received 675.59. All right, you get what you pay for. Now, finally, my boat has turned around, 99,000 views. That's a good looking boat. Wow, 994.45. So you can see we actually get about 10 cents per view on this video, whereas others, we got 5 cents per view. And I'm saying that wrong. 0.05 cents per view, 0.07 cents per view. So we normally get $1,000 for every 100,000 views, which would add up here. All right, that was finally turning around. Now it's a boat fire. Oh, that was my old boat. That was when the trailer wheel caught on fire. I won't include that. My discount boat nightmare finally runs, 83,000 views, and we received for 83,000, 732.99. So that's like 0.08 cents per view. I actually thought that would have done better because my wife's in a bikini there. The boat nightmare, day 1, that's our maiden voyage. Only 52,000 views. So you can see how it starts to trickle down. I mean, I really rode this boat out. Every time we were on it, I made a video, which makes it a tax deduction and also pretty much pays for us to use the boat for the day. 390.96. So again, we're under that 1 cent per view mark right there. Big mistake. All right, this looks like now we're back up to this year. So I didn't make any videos in 2022. No boat videos. I'm really surprised about that. It just worked all last year. There was no reason to make boat videos. So we had a successful 2022. There was no reason to make any videos. We're sinking. This is the first one. This was a Memorial Day weekend. We were legit starting to sink and we saved our boat. This one we received, so you can see my revenue is starting to go down, 380.92. That was a big mistake. Can we finally fix this discount boat or is it cursed? Analytics. Let's see, 413.98. That's pretty good. So a day out on the water and we earned $413 for it. So I used a boat and got paid, which is kind of neat. Will our discount boat float? That was when I did the patchwork. So I did all the repair and fiberglass to it. $368. Oh, we lost 2 subscribers. 368.78. I think honestly I rode this boat out a little long and people just got sick of watching it. And you can see the views went down. The revenue's up, so this is over 1 cent per view. So that people that did watched the whole video. Can flex tape save our boat? I honestly thought this video was gonna go viral. It's just an interesting topic and it was true. I really used flex tape. I thought it would have done better than it did. We got 30,000 views, $392. So we're over that 1 cent
per view, but we lost 5 subscribers. So people are really starting to get sick of watching my boat. And then that brings us to our boat fail. $6,200 later, which started to perform a little bit better, was at 50,000 views. I gained subscribers, which is odd. So I lost subscribers in the other two, gained 19 subscribers, and this paid about 1.1 cent per view at $618, 618.62. And that's it for now for these videos. The grand total, ready for this? Just boat videos on YouTube revenue alone, we made $13,691.36. So the videos nearly paid for the boat. And then we also sold the boat and made a profit on the boat, or broke even, whatever. And we got to use it for 2 years, but it was a lot of work, a lot of nightmares, a lot of stress, embarrassments with my family, friends, etc. And we still have 2 more videos. This one you're watching right here, and the prepping the boat for sale video. So add 2 more videos, which seems to be roughly, we did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 videos. So if we divide 13,691 divided by 15, we averaged about $912 per boat video, which means I was essentially paid $912 every time we used that boat, which is kind of cool. Now, $1,391 plus $915 plus $915 should be about $15,521. So we should be around $15,000 in YouTube revenue for this boat, which is kind of cool. And I got to use a boat for 2 years of the 3 years of ownership and make content, gain subscribers. I wish it would actually tell me in my analytics how many subscribers we gained from that boat, but that's pretty cool. So $15,000 to use a boat for 2 years and try to buy it, fix it, clean it, sell it. So this is from the very beginning, June 5th, 2020 to October 1st, 2023. That's kind of cool. We should be around $15,000 in YouTube revenue for this boat.
There you have it, $15,000 in YouTube revenue on that boat. So every time I use that boat, it was an average of $900. So you can see why I kept that boat for so long and tortured my entire family, because every time something happened to that boat, I heard dollar signs, and it was fun. Like, I enjoyed, nobody got hurt, and I enjoyed the novelty of those disasters. Nothing was tremendously disastrous. It was just kind of, well, hey, what's gonna happen this time? We'll make a video about it, and it pays. So about, I'm gonna round average $15,000. So if I owned it for $32,000 and YouTube paid me $15,000, it only cost me, what, $17,000 to use that boat. So in total, $15,000 YouTube revenue, round up to $3,000 on profit. We made $18,000 in that boat. So now you can see why I did it for as long as I did. Now the boat is gone. I took the $35,000 and I put it towards the new boat. So that half of that headache is gone, and we have this pretty cool party barge that the kids can jump and crawl and swing all over and ruin, and I can get super stressed out because I have a brand new boat that I don't want anyone's fingerprints on versus a boat that I didn't care about. So yeah, every time somebody said bust out another 1,000, you were spot on. So whatever, I enjoy boats, and I made a ton of memories with that one. Little sad to see it go, because the new boat is missing a ton of features that boat had, like a windshield, like storage and a ski locker. My new boat doesn't have a ski locker. So there's things missing that the old boat had that, whatever, nothing's ever good enough for me, I guess. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later. I hope this was informative, because I never let you in on what happens on the YouTube end of it, and you guys got to see firsthand how I make videos, why I make videos, how much they pay. Thanks for watching. Just a thumbs up is appreciated, because it helps me and it doesn't cost you anything, and it helps boost the algorithm. And if you like my videos, a subscribe, and if you hit the bell, you'll get notified every time I make a new video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all later. Adios.